is each item that does match the name. So this means that even if like the name is found later in the loop, the failure function has already been called.
Did you guys
we
understand?
need to store. Oh no.
I would, for example, change the part is like
No, explain me. Explain the problem. Max, you're right. Explain the problem properly so everybody could understand.
so like how do I explain it clearly? I guess.
Maybe we should store it into a variable.
Since it's loop, it's always looping. The problem is like in the first time, it's not gonna find it. Then found will be like false, and we have to found make it true. For example, 0 is the last one. Yes, in that case, I need to work with my explanation.
Maybe we should use a find function. No.
I mean, like since the first
You
name
know,
is not gonna match,
Bigma, you are suggesting
gonna-
something. What you're not telling like what is the problem?
the problem is because the Edward is a first name, it will work now. But if you check the another name which stays not the first, for example, like the third or fifth, in that case, he will just call back not found function. That's why.
Did you guys understand what Max said?
Isn't that something that we are trying to get?
So
I mean, what should
right
be the
now-
output?
Okay, so right now, if I refresh, nothing happens, right? So if I refresh it, now what's supposed to be happen? Janar,
Which name are you looking for? The Edward?
Can I answer?
check the code, Janar.
First, we should.
Big my, you just flying. Wait.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't fly. Follow me.
If we are looking for zeros, what
Mhm.
I'm getting with the same code is I'm getting the 6 lines. It's not finding the zeros in the first 5 objects, but it's finding in the 6, and it's saying hello zeros in the 6th line.
So does it follow our? Is that what we want?
That's what I thought that we wanted.
Well,
No?
you're wrong.
So we're looking for just one line?
Yeah. Right. Because right now, did you find? You're saying, yeah, we find one, and then we couldn't find 5 times. That doesn't make sense. What was the code? Find given name inside data. If it's success, call. If not, if it fails. Because right now, I just need I need to call this function only one time, not like every loop time, 6 times.
But if we're not finding, we're still running the not found function, which...
Well, that's why I'm asking, where did we make a mistake?
So we should use find function.
You can use find function, but you're still suggesting like you still yes.
Yeah, because
Good.
it will find only the name, not will it won't loop over whole like
yes, but
name.
I want you guys so what is the problem right now? Let's focus on this, but yes, I agree. We need to use like find, but
The problem is else statement should only work at that time. When
okay, the problem is
I think the problem is we should store this function into a variable
No,
and
no. Why?
we'll console log the
Why? No, you big my you like total like the difference because that's not the problem. That's a solution.
The problem is always else is
In fact, the
else
solution is like wrong, but we have. What is the problem? Max, explain again.
the problem is else is always working every time when we iterate. The else
Else is
part.
always working iterate. So here, if you have like 6 datas, right? 1, 2, yeah. If you have like 6 items, we are executing this line of code for all these 6 items, and then that's what we are getting called 6 times. It's supposed to call either 1 time. So this fail is getting run every time. Fail is running every time when we couldn't see in every loop. Fail supposed to run when, Janar?
When there aren't any names that we're looking for.
Okay, when we finish the whole loop, and still if we cannot find the name, and then we have to call the fail callback function.
Can I answer?
We already answered.
Ah,
Please say again. Say again, Begumai. Yes, say again. What is the problem? Explain us.
like this function will execute until it find if it doesn't find the name, it will execute anyway, right?
In every loop, yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we need to do, Begumai?
We need to write item name not
No.
equal to name.
No, but like explain the logic. Where do we need to change? What is the logic, and then where do we need to fix it?
So we can like I'm not sure.
Okay, Janar, you understood the problem, right?
Yes, I understood that.
Okay. Can
If
you
we do not find the item name that we're looking for, we should come up with the else statement.
So our else statement should not be like that. Our else statement should be
After
our
completion of
yeah, after
yes.
completion for loop. Okay, so what do we need to change in our this code?
Can I try?
Yes, go ahead, Max. Explain it.
Okay, first I will delete the else part. And then second, I would create the new variable. For example, let's
You're implementing it. Explain the logic, please.
the logic is so every time when we iterating the loop, and then when it ends and it's not successful, for example, like our item is not equal to item, then I would put another if. But before explaining, I need to put the new variable, which is called like found equals to false. And then if I find the found will be equals to true. If I cannot find the name, then I will have one more if found not if found is false, then the callback function fail function iterate.
Okay, so the problem is this, right? So I should not call this. I should not call this here. I should call this function when?
When we finish our
for loop. So this is supposed to come not here, outside of this for loop, right? Because and then we have like this, and we should just remove this else part. So if it finds, it just returns, it just calls this success function. And then after we finish the loop, if we still we couldn't find, then now we're gonna call this function. But right now we're just calling this function like regardless of the if you find or not.
Yeah.
So we need to know if we find that name or not. So what would you do? Then we need to have this some kind of like if logic, right? If logic. So that logic, so you're saying we can provide like
Like before our for each, I would provide the new variable let found equals false.
okay, how about like let's say, yeah, how about if I do this? Let found equal to false. If it finds, then we do like a find equal to true. So if it is like not found, then file this. Will it work this?
No, there's supposed to be outside let found equals false.
Okay. Why it would not work this, Janar? Big mind.
It's called closure
Okay. Good one.
because the found variable is inside the for each function, and it is not available outside like outside this function. So it's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's in this call like in JavaScript, this topic is overall like closure or like scope. So the found is in a different scope. Found is in this closure. So found is not reachable outside of this function. And then to fix that, what do we need to do, Max?
Oh, false.
To fix that, I will provide for the global scope the found let found
Yeah.
false.
Yeah, I have to move our variable into a scope where reachable from both scopes, right? So I put into global, so I could reach from here also. So that's how I need to do. Okay. So now I run. I have only one zeros. If I provide name, it will say not found. Okay, so results supposed to be like this, just one, not like 6. So we found it. We use it for each. What would be the for this case? What would be the best higher order function?
Fine.
Fine.
Find. Why?
For the find, it's true false Boolean option. And it's like it's almost same, but you don't need to. If it's like already defined it, if it's true, then it's done. It's not gonna iterate more than if it's true. If it's false, he's gonna iterate until he can find the true Boolean.
Yeah. So find. There's a higher order function like find. Okay. Like find, and difference between for each and find. For each will not return anything, right? You just need to do everything inside here. And find returns true or false based on if it finds or not. So, and then the find, you don't even need to do here like this. So find, we just need to say like, okay, return item is equal to what? Name. So if you do this, then find, then this returns a true or false result. So now I can So I don't need to do like this, and I can just say like const font, and then I can provide this a data find, and it just returns from this data. It searches for this name, and then returns true or false if it finds. Now, since I already have it, if if you find, then I can do it here like else like this. Okay. This is the now I can assign this given the whole, because right now if I do data that find, it returns me a value, so I can just assign that value here, and I could use like this. Yeah.
Don't we need to put the after the item doc name, return item doc name?
Return item dot name. Yes, I have to put item dot name, not the item, because item is a whole object. Yep. Okay. So are we good here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when you guys sent me code, Max and Jenner, you fixed the problem from the beginning, like a proper one. But when I provided the wrong code, you guys struggled to explain, to find where was the problem. Max, you understood, but you
Need to work with
struggled.
explanation.
You struggled to explain the logic, but you knew that it was wrong. And Big My, you also you knew that it was wrong, but you guys trying just telling me what to do and how to fix it, but we need to explain the logic. Like, hey, this logic is wrong. This is the proper logic. Okay, before even like we start implementing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, this is the higher order function. This is how what we need to do. So if I ask you guys, okay, now find me do the same thing, but if it starts hmm, okay, I'm gonna do this. Provide me list of names which are the values between 0 and 40. Change this H. Okay, and H. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just value. Okay, well, I can see. If find me, give me the list of names which are the values between 0 and 40.
It should be new array, separate one.
It should be yeah, it should be now we can forget about like this, just items, Edward, and min max, minimum value, maximum value, and I will provide this 0 and 40. So between 0 and 40. So your function will be data mean value max value. Yeah. And if I call your function, then yeah, you have to provide the list of names. We'll have it worked. Magnetic and 0, right? Yes. Technically, we have here 4. Who wants to do that?
Do we need to do it and send it, or you want just explain it?
Did we understand the question, guys?
Yep.
Okay. And do and then send me your code.
Okay.
Quickly. Maximum, I'll give you 2 minutes. Okay. What do we need to use? What would be the best higher order function? Which higher order function would be
First
this
of all,
here?
this filter
Mm-hmm.
to find that the values between the minimum value and maximum value.
Mm-hmm.
And then after, if you want to create the new array, then I will use it the map.
Okay, so you'd use a filter and then map, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it. I like the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's use the let's use that one. So data dot filter. Let's see item. No, I can just use like this. Okay. Now item would be the whole object. So what I need to write now?
So item dot value.
Yeah. So return item dot value
More or equal than minimum minimal
vol
and
and
item dot value less than max value.
item dot value you can pick smaller or equal to max. Wow. What's this bigger or equal. It doesn't matter. It depends on like if you want to include 0 and 40. Okay. So this data will provide right now objects, right? Each one. So const to data, and you have to return. You can return if you want to use if I do return to the data and then see what happens. Yeah, so now I have 4 objects, but at least it filtered all these values. But right now I have all these objects, so I have to return just one array. Okay. If I want to use this filter, so right now I need to do filter data dot map. Can you explain, Sultan, map? What kind of high order functions map?
Map, it's returning for us new array,
Mm-hmm.
and it have for us separate, let's say, filtering some of the values in for
Not
in a
to
loop.
filter. Yeah, don't use filtering because it doesn't help us to filter it. It helps us to manipulate data, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, because filter it filters out. Yeah, map always returns. If you have like 5 items at the end of map, you will still have 5 items. So right now we need to manipulate data. How? We have list of object, but we want only Edward, the only name. So what we do is map item. We don't want to use item right now. We need to return
Dot
item name.
name. Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. So we do this. Then yeah, I have like Edward, Sharpie, magnetic, and yeah, zeros. Okay. If I need to return this sum of all this filtered data, so first like find the mean between minimum and then maximum after I found it, then return sum of all values. What would you use, Jenner?
Oh, can you please repeat the question?
I wanna right now we are providing the list of names. So I wanna provide like sum of all values which are between 0 and 40.
Mm-hmm. Then you would use the reduce
Mm-hmm.
function.
Then choose. Mm-hmm. What is how can
Open parenthesis ACC car, yeah, head arrow ACC plus car come and
and
starting from
to return.
yeah.
Yeah.
Starting from 0, comma 0.
Right. Okay. I mean, I can provide, but it doesn't matter. So accumulator and then cumulative. So Do I need to put like a accumulator? What is accumulator here right now?
0.
It's not 0 right now because I didn't pass anything as an initial value.
It's a first value.
Let's
gonna-
say, so right now this is the higher order function, and then I'm passing that there. Okay, so now accumulator is 0, right? Okay. Generally you can say right now accumulator is 0. Okay, what is the cumulative right now?
Well, if you're iterating, then it would be the first value, which is 21.
Is it?
I guess it's object itself.
Yes, it's object itself. So we had to do what?
Oh,
Make
value.
that value. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you know. Okay, I wanted to, yeah, cool.
We don't
I-
need to accumulate that value because we can understand that he wants to use the value, right?
What was it again?
I mean, like if we didn't, for example, if we delete the 0 initial value,
Mhm.
that case, our ACC is equals to still object.
Yes, it will be the first object then. Yeah,
Can we do it ACC dot value?
is that value? Good question. Can we do it?
It looks like no.
Well,
Because when for example, when and after then the accumulator is gonna be equal to our previous cumulative value, and it will be like cum value,
yes.
which is undefined.
So in the first loop, what is a accumulator?
In the first loop, the 21, if ACC that value 21.
Yes, ACC that value. So in the first loop, ACC is the
Whole
first
object.
object, right?
Mhm.
Yes. And then what is the cumulative? Cumulative would be the second object, right? So technically in the first loop, it will say 21 if we don't provide initial value. So 21 plus 37. So 58. So this will be 58, right?
Mhm.
So in the second loop, what is the accumulator?
58.
Yes. So right now our accumulator is not the object, but 58 number. So when we do here like 58, that value, then we will have a problem here. Okay. So that's why we need to provide the initial value 0, and we have to remove this. So right now accumulator will be always a number, which starts from the here, and accumulative will be the always an object. So
Mhm.
since we provide the initial value in the first loop right now, ACC will be the 0, and accumulative will be the first object. And then second loop, ACC will be what?
58.
Nope.
Oh, we put 0. Okay, it's gonna be
48.
21.
Oh, 50.
It's in
Why
21.
is not 58?
21.
Yeah,
So 0 plus 21 will be 21 in the first loop.
because in
This
the
is 21
in the
plus
first in the first loop, ACC is what?
0.
0. Okay. And accumulative is the first object. So 0 plus cumulative dot value, which is 21. So in the first loop, that sum of this will be, what is it?
21.
21. And then the second loop, then the result of the first goes to the second loop. So ACC will be 21, and cumulative value will be the second one. Because if we don't provide this, if we don't provide the initial value, then cumulative in the first loop, accumulator will be the first object, and cumulative will be the second object. Okay. If we provide the initial value, then in the first loop, cumulative will be the initial value, and cumulative will be the first one. Because if you provide initial value, then it just puts the initial value here, and then it starts just like a loop. In the first one, cumulative will be to this, and then the second one, and then just keep continuous like that. Okay. Okay. Cool. We use it. Filter. We used reduce, right? And we can use like all others, but these are the main things. Okay. Cool. So are we guys right now we can solve like some questions. So do you understand that, guys? Any question? We're good then? Okay. We're good. If we're good, then we're good.
You understand, but it's still kind of hard to solve those questions.
Were they hard to solve those questions?
No, not these, but some of the questions.
Okay. Yeah. So how's it going, these practice questions? Janaro, where are you at?
I'm almost done with the medium questions. I have like maybe 5 left,
Mm-hmm.
and that are very hard to solve. Yeah, I'll tell you which.
Okay, so almost done medium questions. That's good. And
36 to 39. 36 to 39. Those.
okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so I would say
Max, what would you say?
the
Same?
photo is the last one.
Last one is also okay. And Dawood?
Yep. I have the couple left too. It's like 3, 36, 39, and 40, and I'm stuck.
In medium?
Yep.
Questions? Okay, you can solve together all right now. So Sultan, how about you?
I solved only the first two.
First, easy and engineer.
No, I mean medium questions first and two
Oh, okay.
questions.
Okay.
Okay.
First,
I
okay.
finished easy questions. Junior.
Okay. Okay, then try to solve this
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. Okay.
So Naila, Big Mai, like we were everybody was solving these questions. So Big Mai is before.
Yeah, I have solved before, but now I can't access the portal, CTEC portal.
Okay. So my suggestion, because your previous one was deleted since you stopped training, my suggestion was create a new account with your new
Yeah,
new
but
e-
when I like reload the site, it's like just black screen.
Can you provide your email, please?
Okay, I will tap.
Can you provide your email from the Zoom chat?
Okay, 1 second.
Quickly.
Marat, after we're done with all of these questions, is it possible to request to reset the whole thing? To try to solve them again?
Yeah. Let me know so I could reset. So right now, Big Mike, you cannot use this portal because portal is black screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I will say with the same email, register again.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have the registration code?
Oh,
Registration code just used. What was the registration code, guys? Just say take 23 4.
123.
123. Okay. So registration code is say take 123, right? Like this. 1, 2, 3.
Mine is different. Mine is 2, 3,
so
4.
I should create a new account, right?
You should create a new account.
Okay, I will try now.
Mine is 2, 3, 4. I just checked the Gmail.
2, 3, 4. Yes, I think it's 2, 3, 4. How about the wood Janar?
I don't know. Mine automatically goes in.
Yes, use 2, 3, 4. Because I haven't used this. Say take 2, 3, 4 as a
Okay.
register.
Okay, thank you.
Cool. So now let's solve these questions together then. This should be not that hard. Sorted. You guys solved the sorted, right?
Yeah.
Should we? Okay. Common fix. Write the function that when a given word array returns the largest suffix word and common to all words in an array. Okay. Yeah, because I see this is just could be like higher, harder, because it isn't kinda. Maybe you guys seen this kind of like lead code questions, because I see this is a kind of lead code question. Write the function that returns the largest suffix. Okay.
I tried to do it with the split and the map split and just to reverse it, the each later, but it doesn't accept the higher order function there.
Oh, I see. So you are saying that would like if it wasn't a suffix but a prefix, you would do it.
No, I just tried to reverse the all words.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I tried to reverse the all words and then join it, like put it back into the string, and like try to catch from the beginning from there, like
I was thinking different way.
That's okay if you guys like. How were you looking?
are you asking?
I'm asking to Max because Max said he was doing different.
I was trying to, I also didn't achieve the result, but I was thinking that, for example, to reverse the words,
Mm-hmm.
when we reverse, it's gonna be NOET and other like characteristics. And then after the splice, everything, and just leave NOIT, and then again reverse it back.
I see. Okay. Did you understand the question, guys? I just want to make sure that the rest of the team will understand the question.
Yes.
Janar,
Yes, I
uh,
understand.
okay,
And
Big
actually,
Mike.
while Dovud and Max were sharing their ideas, how they
Mhm.
were trying, I actually came up with an idea how to how to
Okay.
solve it.
But it's
Okay.
not gonna work for the second one.
No?
We have the second. We have the second one. It's nice eyes and baby. It's just to return nothing.
Yeah, but we can iterate through this through these words, and if, for example, the length of like last index of each word will be similar for all of the words, then we can push it to the
Okay.
I need a few minutes to think.
So Dawood, can you explain like what did you, okay, your problem was the portal was not accepting the higher order function.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if you run your code in here, like did it work? Does it work properly? Does it solve the problem?
Kind of, but I'm not. I just tried for the first array, not the second. It's two
Okay.
options there.
So okay, thank you. Yeah, Max, how about you?
When I didn't even know that the portal cannot accept the how the functions. It didn't work. I just go to the next question.
I see. Okay. Okay. So like how now explain then Davut explain then actually Max explain it. How would you do this?
Const, let's say like new variable reverse words.
Oh,
Let's say.
that's a new variable like constant. That's implementation. Explain your logic.
My logic. My logic is first of all,
You can explain like if you want to do like convert to array and then or like reverse. What would you?
okay, first of all, I would convert to array, yes, using the split.
I see
And
all
then,
of you guys still converting to array. Why? Why do you need to convert an array? Okay, you're converting array and then you're looping it.
no.
Right?
First of all, I will do it like I want to do, for example, I want to convert using the higher order function map, for example, the first word, let's say it's my higher order function, and then each word, I would split and then reverse it and then again join it.
Okay, reverse it and then join
Reverse
it. But like after
it.
after reversing, are you doing something before it join?
Before join,
Yeah.
I will do reverse.
Because usually you would okay, you are reversing. Technically, guys, you guys are reversing, so you got to use for loop and then start I is equal to 0, right? Start from like doing other side. Because you didn't need to reverse in this example. You didn't need to reverse. You just need to start your loop from not eyes like from the left side. You just need to start your loop from the right side. So you didn't reverse that one.
It's gonna be if you use the loop. You mean you want to use the loop for reverse the words?
Okay. So okay, now let me explain guys how would I solve it. So we have list of words and then we need to find the common suffix. So for example, in this common suffix means like common characters, which are the same in all words. For example, this one, T1, right? Because it seems like T1. For example, this is A21. This is, if it is only these two, then what would be the common suffix? Station, right? Because station, yes. You just keep checking the last characters one by one till all of them are, if all of them are equal, then you just keep going on. Okay. So what I would do here, go ahead. Someone wants to tell something. But the goal is here, guys. loop it, and then check all of them. Okay, all of them. If they're equal, then we add. If they're not equal, then we don't add. So means let's create our own result string, okay? Because we'll be keep adding to that one. And now we will check. So we need to loop, okay? We need to loop here. What I would do is, it doesn't matter where you start, let's just loop here. For example, I need to start looping from here and then check, find out all of them. So now we have a result. What I could do is I could just take the first character, array 0. I can just get the reference from the, like first character. Okay. So if you guys wanna do like array 0 right now, it will be this. Okay. So first loop for let I is equal to, I'm not gonna start from here. Let me tell you guys what I want to do. So right now I will just get the first word here, and then I will loop this every character, okay? Every character from the right side. So let me get the
So you want to say new variable like
reference. I could just put like this, okay? So right now reference will be deforestation. First word or reference, like how it doesn't matter how you wanna call. Now I'm gonna loop this, and every time inside loop, and I will check other ones. Because so right now I need to loop. I could reverse it, this reference, or I could just do from the top. So right now,
array dot length,
Yep.
ref dot length,
ref that length
and
minus
I
1.
more.
Right?
This is how we can avoid reversing. I'm more than
And
0,
yes, and I is
more than 0.
more than more or equal to 0, right?
Hmm.
More than equal to 0, I
Minus minus.
minus minus. So if I do console log ref I will see. Yeah. I should say deforestation.
But if you do the all words, you have to use the nested loops, right?
Yes. Deforestation. Why didn't see? What is this noise? Yeah, we just need, yeah. Yes. So now I need to do another for loop. So technically I need to do what here? I need to say like, okay, const like character, right? So I need to check the character. So in the first one, I need to check this character. So I'm just creating this character, otherwise I would just use 0.5, but I'll say like common, yeah, character would be the n right now. So I will be checking right now if all of them includes f. Okay. But again, I'm telling you guys, if you reverse everything, it will be a little bit easier. Okay, because you don't need to calculate the now character is here, and again I need to lose what? J is equal to 0, J is less than array dot length, J plus plus. So right now, if I array J, it gives me what? It gives me
Give
this.
you the yeah, just reverse the whole. The array is gonna be incrementation first, and second gonna be convention. Then yeah.
But right now I cannot just check
Oh.
J. Sorry. So I have to check the last one, right? How do I know? So right now, if I do console log J, console log array J, I will get the whole. So right now, from what is the char in the first loop?
And
Okay. So right now I have to check this n, which is n, to this n. How can I get this n in this code?
If ref at the index of,
that
oh, it will be the first one.
array
Yeah.
J dot 0 maybe.
So if I reversed, then I would just use like I, right?
Mhm.
If it was reversed, because I will always like that. Because right now, because I will be start from the left side, so I will start like 0, and then it will check like 0 to 0. Right now it says 0 to 0 because I here is what? Maybe like 12, and then here is 8. Because it's supposed to be different, right? Because I need to get the latest one. And latest one is a little bit, the index of latest one is different for each word. So I just need to come up with that logic. So I'm gonna find that one. So what I would do is, maybe we could do this like length reference length. So you'll see these kind of like problems during interview or at work, and there might be like more than one solution. As long as you find the proper solution, it doesn't matter which solution you find. So I need to get the latest one. So if my latest one is this, and my length is this, so technically I need to find out. Okay, I need to find out I ref length minus I. So this is 13 minus I. In the beginning, I would be what?
Yeah.
In the
12.
beginning, I would be 12. In the beginning, I would be ref length minus yeah. So here I would do is, let me just cost first indexes index ref length minus I. So I'm just converting this one. So each time ref length minus I would come up this kind of logic. So right now I have this. So I would here array J. What is array J?
0.
Array J is this text. Okay, and const current word array J. Current word technically char is supposed to equal to current word current word dot length minus x. So if so right now I'm checking this current word. I'm checking like character to character, and I have to check all of them before this here. So let common is equal to true. If this is not equal to common is equal to false. If common, then result equal to, I want a little bit different here. Because usually we do what? Result is equal to result plus char. Usually that's what we do. Right now I'm gonna do result is equal to the first one will be n, and the second one will be so char plus result. will explain later. Cannot read properties. Current word length. Let's debug this, guys. So, and reference, we have a reference. It doesn't matter, reference, we just took the first one. Deforestation. So this is a reference. And we are starting our loop. Yep, in the first one, we just get the character, which will be the n. So we're just saying common is equal to true. Technically, right now we need to take this n and then compare to all other ones. Yeah, to comparing all others. So this is so in the first one, index would be 0. So here I'm just like getting that index so I could use again here. So current word would be deforestation, right? And technically we are right now checking char, which is n, or this. This was also to be n because this is deforestation. Current 13 minus index. Yeah, I was thinking I had to provide this minus 1. So 12. Are you guys able to follow my code here? Oh, let me tell you guys what is going on here. So the goal is I need to take this to one, okay? I take this one, and inside here I am checking like I'm getting this last character and then comparing to one by one. If it matches all, if it matches all with all of them, then after the loop, so here I'm getting this n from the first one. I'm getting from the first one this n. And right now what I'm doing is in that nested second nested loop, I am getting that n and then comparing with all others, I if something doesn't match, then I set command to false. And after my for loop, it finishes all of them. And after my for loop, after I check to all characters, if it is still common, then I'm doing result is equal to character, which is n n plus result. So technically I'm adding n to this result. And then loop continues. Here it eventually return result. So if I'm gonna do so console log result. Yep. That is result. If I had a different one, then at that point I would have just empty string. Just nothing. Yep.
Can you share, please?
So if we do this with array methods, the portal doesn't accept it, right?
I didn't know. Somebody was saying doesn't accept, but I didn't know why.
I see.
It-
And can
Mm.
we do it with like array methods?
Yes. Which area method would you use? So now let me do let me like a reverse, so for you guys to make it easier to understand. Okay. And so I send this code. So right now, technically, let's find not the common suffix, but common. Okay. First, let me do this. Array map item that. What is
Split.
it? Item that
Split.
split.
And then reverse.
Verse. And then join. Nice. Okay. Now We technically, we're just reversing and starting from the beginning. That's okay. You guys, even on doing like interview questions, you could still do that one because it will be easier than coming up this too. Okay, let's do that. We have new array, and then we just need to find not suffix, but yeah, okay. Result reference will be okay. Yeah, reference will be still reference, and let I is equal to 0. I is less than reference dot length I plus plus. So const current char is equal to reference I. So what you could do is instead of this loop, you will say that const common. If you're taking like if you want to use like higher order function, what would you use here? If it finds in every item, it has to return true. If it fails one of them, then it has to return false.
Every.
Yeah, we would use every, right? So what we do right now is a new array every. So the first one will be an item and return, what is it?
Your char or
Uh,
sorry.
Item
I
I is equal to char, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and if common, then I, since I'm using reverse, then I could just do this. Somewhere we made a mistake. Yeah. Y char is D. Char is ref. Oh, yeah, sorry. Char is not ref. Ref is not array I. Ref is like new array I, right? Yeah, we're done. We good. Good. Yeah. Uh, yeah, nice. Oh, wait, like this. Accept. Yeah. Map wasn't working, but you could just loop it. But this code also would be good.
That's why he's saying that Harada functions is not accepted.
Yeah. Map because I think because when it's testing in Node.js like old version and array map, and in some old map doesn't work in Node.js old version, so that would be the solution. I mean, you don't need to use map to reverse it. You can just use without that one, right? So this is this easier to understand and then follow comparing to the other one?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So during this my suggestion during interview, my suggestion would be guys for this kind of like common civics, that's okay. You can just reverse like this, and if you every like this, better. Yeah.
They could ask without like solve this function without array methods, and then
Mm.
we
No, question is not asking that one. Question is asking just to solve it, but just not accepting. Well, it's I wouldn't say it's accepting. So map is a method in array, and for this thing that this is not a function. In fact, it's supposed to be a function because when you run, it's executing the code in Node.js, and that Node.js has the problem with the because map is a new one. So if you write this function, that is good. Okay.
yeah, I mean, like interviewer might ask solve it without array methods, and then
No, interviewers would not ask
um,
solely without because this is in interviewers would expect you actually to use like higher order functions like map, every, but at the end it depends like if it's changing the time complexity or space complexity. So what is the time complexity in this?
Or n squared 2
Yeah, n square, right? Because of this loop,
and every.
because there's this loop, we have n, and each one because of this every, it doesn't matter if you use every or for loop. Anyway, you are looping it. So you are looping it, and to be more precise, I would do like time complexity would be either you could say oh n or you could say like n multiply cause n squared means n, right? And then m squared means like two nested loops are not the exact same thing. They're a little bit different. So what is n here? N is the length of a given array, right? And what is the m here?
The length of the each word.
Not the length of the each word. Which one we are taking the reference? Which one we are looping?
second word.
Actually, if you see, we are okay. We are looping, yeah. So if you see like here, this is you can call it n because here we are looping all of them. We are looping the this array, right? So every time this loop will be how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, every time is 4 times because new array every. So this is you can call this is n. And then first loop is what? How many times we're looping in the first loop? And then what is this?
Is the first word.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
technically, you can say that You can say that n is length of array, and then m is what?
Array 0. Index 0.
Yeah, m is length of the first word. So it could be, usually it's different, right? Length of this, and this is like different. But you can call like an n square overall. Like, I mean, and if you do like nm and then explain that the n is technically time complex, you're just explaining this one, right? Like loop, what is the first loop, and then what is the second loop? And then O n squared is also okay. Okay, and how about the space complexity?
By the space complex, you mean the variables? How many variables you used? Like,
Mm-hmm. Not like how many variables, but which one is the biggest variable which takes time, which is taking space?
The
okay.
array.
Array, right? New array. So space complexity is what then?
N. On.
Yes, on. And if you guys checked my latest code, the code that I did before this one, and here I'm not creating a new array.
It's
So
2
what
in
will be the complexity of this?
O1.
One, call, or you can call it constant.
Okay.
So technically, if you do like in this way, your space complex is 101. And if you do this because you're creating a new array, your space complexity is on. Okay? On, but time complexity is like pretty same. So during interviews, what I suggest you guys to do this, like solve like this, and then explain that okay, because I'm creating a new array, space complexity is on. If I just like return like from this side, start counting from this side without creating a new array, probably I didn't need this new array, and my space complexity could be 1 if they ask.
So, but
Yeah.
actually, what you said before, that space complexity is not so much important. It's because like we can always add the memory, but the time
Yes. Space complexity is, I said space complexity is like cheaper than
is in RAM.
RAM. So it's not like, oh, it doesn't matter, but it's more like, I mean, if you can, why would you like increase your space complexity or time
In this
complexity?
case, like we have two options. The second option looks much easier to solve the problem, but
Right now, my
the,
suggestion would be just go with the second option. Because
uh,
yeah, just go to the second option, because you know that you're sure that you can solve the problem, right? Because in the first option is kind of complicated. You have to calculate it. So just do this, and you'll just say that okay, I have less time right now, so I'm just solving this way. I could, if I had enough time, then I could just try to like not to reverse and then solve, like just show that like you could try to solve other way around too, but this is was quicker and then faster and then easier.
mhm.
And as long as you can explain, right, that for the sake of quickly solving or fast solving, for the sake of that result, you are increasing the space complex. But if you have a time, if you could have a time, then you could reduce that space complexity. It's
Yeah, please, yes.
that, then it's way better. Yeah. Okay, cool. Do we have a question here?
Yeah, Marat, can you please just make sure to paste it in, submitted this code in your portal? Does it accept it?
We didn't accept it. It's
I
because
didn't.
no.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because of
Okay.
the map.
Just make sure my was not wrong. So
Okay, okay. If you're solving like this, then yeah, that's good. If you want to accept this, then what I would do right now is just create a new array without using a map.
By the way, he's not accepting the split as well.
Ah, okay, then I guess then it's not. It's
You just have to make the for loop everything. In my
yeah,
case,
just
I did 4 for loops.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. Okay, that would be the question. And book index. So given the sorted array of pages where a term appears, produce an index string. Consecutive pages should form ranges separated by a hyphen. Okay, I like this question. These questions are hard. I can explain it because they're actual like you guys already going on like lead code style algorithm questions. Okay. Right now, let's just solve this. So we have a book index, and then you just supposed to keep continue. So if they're consecutive, then we need to do like this, right? So for example, right now,
Sorry, Marat, before deleting
yeah,
the previous the answer, can you please send to the chat?
I did.
Are you did?
Oh, I did not. This is the last one. No, okay, this, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let me also do it quickly. This guys. So did we understand this book index question? If you haven't seen this before, that's okay. You're seeing right now. So if it is consecutive, for example, like 13, 14, 15, then we need to add like this. If not, then we just put like one data. Okay. Can you explain who would try to solve this question? How would you do that?
I understand the question, but I have no idea how to solve it.
So if you guys see, like, if the current one, right,
Mhm.
and then previous one, the difference is one, then you know that you're gonna use hyphen.
Mhm.
Okay. If not, then you just keep continuing. So function book index array. I can just do this. Each item let me just use for I is equal to 0, I is less than array dot length, I plus plus. Okay. And eventually I just need to return a string. Okay. So let string is equal to empty string. If array I, if my current one, okay, if my current one so I had to check my current one plus one is equal to what? Like this, right?
Mm.
So what I'm saying right now is if in this situation, if 13 plus 1 is equal to like the next one 14, so if there's a consecutive if the change is consecutively going on, then I need to put here let start. I can first start I can do 0 a but I cannot keep going to each one. So I have to start and then end, right? So I can even set to null. So I need to do this. If it is consecutive and there is no start, and start should not be null. And start should not be null. Then start is equal to array I. So technically I'm doing for this kind of situation, right? If my start is and start is null actually. So if it is consecutive and then start is null, then start is equal to array I. So right now I put array. Okay, I put array.
But next time it's not gonna work because it's
Next
already
time this is not gonna go because start is all of the I set to array data. So that's not null. So my after my loop, my start always will have this one. Okay. And if it is else, if it comes to else, it means, what is it? It means consecutiveness has finished. So right now I have to decide. So right now I don't know if it is consecutive or not. So now I have to also check. So right now I have to think about it. Am I gonna put like this? I have to think about it. Am I gonna put just one? Or am I gonna put 13, 15? Right? Because either this you could come to this else when either when you are 15, right? Because 15 plus 1 is not 37. Or you'll come here and you'll come here. So technically, you'll come every time when you end either consecutive one or the just one. So you have to decide here. So again, I can check if start is equal to null. If my start is null, then I know that this is just a number. So I would do string equal plus. If start is equal to null, then I know that it's supposed to be just a number. You know what? This one I could just put right now as an array, because otherwise I have to work like this, like spaces. Result dot push array I, else result dot push. So right now, if start is not null, then I know that I have start and end. So end will be array I, and then start will be start, because I'm assigning here. Yeah, start will be start. So right now, what I'm gonna do right now is you guys know this backtick, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. I So I need to push that one as a string, yeah, array I minus I, but here this would be start.
Marat,
Mm-hmm.
in the first if, we are saying that and start equals to null in the first if. So let's assume we have 1, 2, 3 array.
Mm-hmm.
So if and then when the second loop is gonna iterate, that our start is not never gonna be equal to null. So it means like our if, the first if, is only gonna work one time.
Yes, you're right. So we made a mistake here. So if it is equal, if it is
Yep.
equal, then we should just keep continue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is equal, then we should just leave continue except now. Yeah. I have to like this. If start is equal to like null, yeah, I just remove. Otherwise, it goes to this else right away, right in the second in two. If it is 1, 2, 3. Turn result join space console log. Yep. One join this.
The console log didn't change.
Except there's a wrong because 13.7 might be. Yeah. I mean, we just need to fix this.
I guess it's because if start equals to null, again it's false. Line 23.
Mm-hmm.
The next time, the second time is looping 13. The our start is not gonna be equal to null because it's 13 already. Oh, it's one already.
Oh, yes. Because when you finish it, after we push it, we have to put this again, right?
Yes.
We put, then reset this.
Our null, yes.
Otherwise, it just, yeah. Or, I mean, I would probably do just like here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So my suggestion would be, guys, go over on this code and then try to like if you couldn't solve in the first time, it's okay. But I knew that you guys had some ideas, right? But now you guys know that what you should do. Right now, you just need to go this code and then understand like what happened. To understand in this code, you need to do this debugger. And then, okay, result. Okay, we have start. And then what is going on? You put also here debugger here.
What's it debugger?
debugger, it stops the code there, and then you can see the current, what are the values of current variables.
So
It's
you with the sources.
yeah,
Mm.
if you put debugger and then yeah, execute, then you'll see this. And now then you can see the code line by line, and then you will see the result of that at that state. Because if you see if it's loading, so I can go. Okay, what is next? Okay. So array I is equal to +1. So this is good for testing otherwise. So in the beginning, is it in the first one, is it false or true? Should be false or true. You can easily follow, right? Because array I +1 is what? Array I is 1. So technically 1 plus 1 is supposed to be 2, but this is not 2, so this is false. So if you go to the next one, it will not come here, or you can also check. You can also check like this. So what is array I? Array is 1, array I +1 is 13. So this is supposed to be false. Since it's false, this will not go here, it will come to else. So if you go to the next one, it's coming to else. So now if start is equal to null, start is equal to null, yes. So we are doing what? We are pushing, okay, we are pushing array I, which is 1. So we are pushing this 1 to our result. Okay, so far so good. So we are just pushing it. And we push, and then we reset our start back to null. Okay, that's good. Because after every push, we have to start reset our null. And then next loop. Next loop, array I is 13. So 13 plus 1 is 14. So this is supposed to be true. Let's see. Yes, it's true. And then we're checking if start is null, it's null. So start is equal to array I, which is 13. So technically we are starting in the left side. Okay, so if you guys see right now, start is 13. And again, it didn't go to this else, just loop is going away. And next one, we're also checking 14 to 15, also true, go inside. But this time, start is not null, so it doesn't do anything. This is false, so we did not change the value of start. Start is still 13 right now. Again, continue. Right now, array I would be 15. 15 plus 1 is not 37. So this is false. It's supposed to go this else. Else checks the start. Start is not equal to null. So we don't push to only one item. We push this kind of item right now. So right now this item is 13. So technically we have a start and then current array 13, 15. So we will be pushing that one 13, 15, resetting null and back to here. So right now, if you check the result, we have 1, we have 13, 15, and it just continues like that. Okay.
In which case we put the start equals to 13 in the line 25?
Yes.
So after that, when it's 13, the next time when we loop the 14, we are saying that 14 is equals to 15, right?
Yeah. So it goes inside this one, but start is not now.
Start is not now, it's just gonna stop.
Yeah, it just gonna continues. Yeah.
Okay.
So it
For the
just
next-
skips the spot and then just increase the I again. Just it goes to next loop.
Okay, I got you.
Mhm. Okay.
Good sources.
Yeah, yeah. And let me, we could continue like on Thursday. Okay, guys. My suggestion, guys, please go over on this and then try to understand how did we solve this. and then the previous question.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Thank you, guys. Hope it was helpful. See you on Thursday.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.